move という動詞ですね。簡単そうには見えますが、意外とトリッキーな動詞ですね。英語の move と日本語の動く、同じですよね。動詞的には、割と分かりやすい方だと思ってたんですよ。しかしですね、ちょうどこの間、生徒さんの発言で、My computer doesn't move と言ってました。なるほどね。これは月3回ぐらいのペースで聞くやつだ。なんとかしなきゃ。ということは、今回のテーマが決まりました。ついつい言ってしまう方が結構いますので、これ直さないとダメですね。So let's look at the 4 logical steps. We'll look at the problem, the reason, the solution, and some example sentences. I want to get to the bottom of this once and for all. First, let's look at the problem. My computer doesn't move. My computer doesn't move. This sentence sounds ridiculous, but I hear this kind of thing all the time. My refrigerator doesn't move. My washing machine stopped moving. My computer suddenly stopped moving. What a funny thing to say. What a terrible weekend. What happened? My rice cooker stopped moving. It stopped moving? What do you mean? My rice cooker was moving for 10 years. It was moving? Do you mean like a poltergeist or something? A poltergeist? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? So the problem here is with the word move. In English, the word move is just as you would imagine. Something that goes from point A to point B, or position A to position B. As I joked about in the role play before, people could get confused, not only in daily conversation where, people might think you have a poltergeist in your house. But if you're an engineer, it could become a very serious issue if you're discussing parts of a mechanical machine, a computer, or a very important production line. It could end up being a very costly or life-threatening mistake if you are misunderstood by your use of the verb move. So, why is it so confusing for native speakers when they hear the word move being used like this? When we're talking about machines, we do use the verb move, but only in the literal sense. I mean, it actually moves, like the hands of a clock, or maybe a food mixer. And how about the drum of a washing machine? Oh, and here's a good one, a robot vacuum cleaner. Those things actually move, or parts of them do. So if you say, my computer doesn't move, well, we don't expect a computer to move anyway. It just sounds weird. Hence, my poltergeist reference earlier. Now, I'm no expert in Japanese, so I probably shouldn't be saying this, but from my observations, I've noticed that the Japanese verb 動く is used in a much broader sense than the English word move. In the majority of situations, they're used just the same, no problem. But there are times when you've got to be more careful with your choice of words. Let's find out some better ways to say it instead of move. So what should we say? I've got 3 options for you. Option 1, instead of move, just use the verb work. It's the most common way to say it. It might feel a bit funny as you're probably used to associating the word work with people, but it's also used a lot with machines. This old vending machine doesn't work. My car's not working again. Wow, does this Walkman still work? We can also use the verb work for things which are not machines. Like a pen. Oh, geez! Oh. Oh. None of these pens bloody work, or even for medicine. This cold medicine really works. How about for a plan? 7 o'clock? No, that doesn't work for me. Option 2, broken. Now you may be thinking that broken means badly damaged or cracked or basically unusable. Well, yes and no, but you can also use broken for things which have suddenly stopped working. Hey guys, I think the printer might be broken. My computer's broken, but we're gonna try and fix it. The gears on my bike broke on the way home. For larger machines like a car or a refrigerator, you can also say broken down. The car's making a funny noise. I hope we don't break down on the highway. Option 3, on the blink. This is for machines which are not 100% broken, but they're almost there. Blink means when the warning light comes on, like in your car. What was I going to say? A little flashing light that blinks. It's very difficult to talk and do this at the same time, you know. My washing machine's on the blink. I have to go to the laundromat. Her TV's on the blink, so she's decided to read a book. His AC was on the blink, but he finally got it working again. So just to go over those points again, instead of saying, my computer doesn't move, use one of these useful phrases. My computer isn't working. My computer's broken. My computer's on the blink. One more thing, how about out of order? Well, that's mostly used in public places and it's mostly only in written English, like in these examples.
Holy moly!
You don't normally use out of order for your own personal things. Still plenty of tasty information coming up in the next section. Let's build up that vocab. This calculator's kaput. I'm gonna have to work it out the old-fashioned way. Kaput is another word for broken or something that has been deemed to be unusable. I believe it's German of origin, but there are similar words in other languages. When my car broke down last year, I called AAA to come and tow me to the repair shop. AAA stands for the American Automobile Association, and it's like JAF in Japan. It's always pronounced as AAA and not usually AAA.
Is the coffee machine on the blink again?
Yeah, you're gonna have to go without your caffeine fix. So a something fix is when it's traditionally used for drug addicts, you know, when you get your fix of drugs. But nowadays it's often used for something which is basically addictive, like a sugar fix or a chocolate fix or like a celebrity gossip fix, something that you really need in your life. 911, my wife's not moving. I came home and she was collapsed on the floor. We often hear this when someone has collapsed, which basically means to fall down because something bad happened to them. We literally mean move in this case, so it's feasible to use move. If a person is not moving, you should definitely call for help. What was the last thing that stopped working in your house? Let me know down in the comments. For me, it was our water heater, like the EcoCute system. It cost an absolute fortune to have it replaced. Jeez, as we get older, our houses get older too.